updates related to my company. I did have a few mental breakdowns, as you do. I'll tell you guys about the unluckiest day of my life, which was like 2 days ago. For a company that is doing the same thing that I'm doing. Later, we're gonna go get Korean barbecue with some friends. We're making some coffee. Wow. I think this is like the best shot I've ever done. I'm first gonna just sit down and plan out my day. I like to do this pretty much every morning, otherwise I feel unorganized and I'm not sure what I'm doing with my life. I'll chat with you guys in a little bit. There are a few updates related to my company and I did have a few mental breakdowns, as you do. I will share everything in a little bit, but yeah, first let's plan out my day, figure out what I'm doing. Making some new tickets for my new launching strategy. More details on that in a future video, but I have to make some new tickets for that just to kind of track my work. And once I make the tickets, I am gonna work on the tickets. My day-to-day right now doesn't look too different from my corporate job because I am solely focusing on the engineering side right now. I'm just working on developing my B1. I've kind of put most of the business stuff, other than obviously thinking about like the business model, how we're gonna make money, all these things. I've definitely thought that through. But I've put all the business stuff, like I'm not talking to VCs right now, I'm not recruiting. So yeah, my day-to-day looks a lot like it did when I was just a software engineer, because right now I'm just doing software engineering work for my company. The one business thing that I am focusing on a little bit, but I'm not giving it nearly as much time as I should be, is finding a co-founder. I really want a co-founder. Other than that, just focusing on building this thing and getting it out there. I think I'm just gonna get to work now and I'll chat with you guys in a little bit. It's time for some lunch. I don't know what I'm gonna make today. Our fridge is not empty, but like there's nothing to make like a consecutive meal. Got pitas, a bunch of hummus, turkey bacon. I'm gonna wilt some spinach. I for some reason don't love raw spinach, but I love it wilted. Actually really good. I wouldn't mind having this again, like on purpose. One thing that's different between a job and working on your own startup, it might just look like, oh, like I can work whenever I want, I can make my own schedule, I can go out of town whenever I want. But then underlying each decision of how you spend your time is the feeling of like, you should probably be working on your startup. Back at my old job, if I took some time off, somebody else could just take over what I was doing. The company was still making progress. Whereas when I'm doing something off dilly-dallying, no one's working on this. So there's no progress being made. And that's like a big shift and has led to a lot of stress in my life. I have to tell you guys about literally the unluckiest day of my life, which was like 2 days ago. Stay tuned, let me finish eating this and I will do a little story time. But literally Such an unlucky sequence of events, and I'm still really sad about it. Okay, quick story time before I get back to work. Like I said, most unlucky day of my life a couple days ago. I was having a great day, and then I received this DM, and one of my subscribers shared with me an ad they got on TikTok for a company that is doing the same thing that I'm doing. They're called Flip, and they have built a social shopping platform for beauty products. It kind of looks like TikTok, and you can scroll through it and buy things. A lot of the features are the same as to what I had in mind. I was just immediately like gutted because that's the app that I wanted to build, and I was sad that somebody beat me to it. So I started digging, and as I uncovered each layer, I just kept getting progressively more distraught. The company was founded in 2019. The second layer was like, oh, they already have a team of like 50 to 200 people. So they've already got a full-blown company. And the like last blow that really made me so sad initially is that they have already raised close to $100 million of funding. That is so much money. Like, amazing that they've raised that much money, but I just felt kind of defeated because not only do they have a 3 years head start, they have the capital to just execute. They have $95 million. That is an insane amount of money. I was really gutted on Tuesday, and I was like, you know, I cried a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I was just very distraught, very sad. I had already put so much effort and was really excited about the business that I wanna build. I was really sad that I thought I might have to pivot. I decided I'm not gonna pivot, and more on that in just a little bit, but to continue on the unlucky day, and in order to just like relax and collect my thoughts, my happy space is the pottery studio. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the pottery studio and relax and like just think about things. So I get ready, I go down to the parking garage, and my bike is gone. My pretty much brand new e-bike is gone. Somebody stole my bike, even though it was locked with a kryptonite lock. I even put it right next to my car, like all the way deep, so it's hard to even see when you're walking by. I cover it in a blanket. Unless you go and look under the blanket, you won't know right off the bat that it's an e-bike. I guess maybe adding a blanket could make it seem like, oh, they're trying to cover something. I don't know. But the other reason I add the blanket is because there's a lot of pigeon poop on the ground. Our garage is like kind of open, so there's a lot of pigeons in there, and there's a lot of pigeon poop, and I didn't want the pigeons to poop on my bike, so I put a blanket over it for that reason. But yeah, my bike is gone. Somebody came into our parking garage that is supposed to be locked and used some sort of electric like cutter situation to cut through my lock, and they stole my bike. I was so bummed. I mean, I am still bummed. That sequence of events really just took it out of me for a couple days, which I can't believe they stole my bike. It's actually insane. It just feels like such an invasion of privacy. It makes me feel unsafe in my parking garage, and just like, I don't know, it just feels so wrong. My brand new beautiful Ad Motor bike, which I will leave a link to it in the description because it is so beautiful. Literally rode it to the pottery studio the day before. It made me so sad. And I had all these plans. I was gonna get a GoPro so I can like ride my bike, strap a chest mount thing, and like take you guys on like scenic bike rides. But I don't have the chance to do that anymore because somebody stole my freaking bike. That is such a bummer. That's the story time of my unlucky day. I guess to wrap up on the Flip situation, I am not pivoting. There's a couple of reasons. Yes, they're well funded. Yes, they have a head start. But they haven't captured the market. One example is the campaigns they've already done with Addison Rae and Hiram, and I'm sure other influencers. I'm sure like Addison Rae gets paid a boatload of money to do this, but she'll post on her Instagram, oh, I'm doing like a live stream on Flip. Go watch me there. But I did notice that she only has like 6,000 followers on Flip, which is crazy to think about Addison Rae having 6,000 followers on anything. And in addition to that, she only posts on Flip, presumably just when she's paid to do so. Her last post was about a month ago. She only has 5 posts. So I think she pretty much posts only when she's contractually obligated to, because they're paying her a boatload of money because they have $95 million to pay her with. But anyway, I think they've done the same thing with Hiram, but he only has like 10K followers or something like that. Anyway, negligible amounts considering the big stars that Addison Rae and Hiram are. And I think the reason they haven't captured the market is because of their approach to the social shopping app. And I have a few theories on why, and I have a different way of approaching it. It's a difficult decision to like keep going despite them having so much funding and like already a team and all these things. But I think it's worth a try because I still think there's a chance. And when you think of it, there's multiple players in a lot of spaces. For example, at my last company, I worked at Honey, and yes, there's Honey, but there's also Rakuten, there's also Capital One Shopping, there's just other players in the, you know, extension coupon game. So just because there was doesn't mean that Honey needed to give up. And Honey had a $4 billion exit. And honestly, it's been kind of a good thing knowing Flip is out there because one, it's definitely lit a fire under my bum. But two, them having raised already $95 million just kind of validates that this is a good idea. And this is an area people are willing to invest a lot of time and money into, which kind of validates my idea. But yeah, that's it for my little story time. That's kind of where I'm at with everything. I am feeling a little better about the flip situation, and I'm still really mad about the bike situation. If you stole my bike, just know karma. It comes back around. I'm gonna get back to work now, TTYL. Best part of the day. The sunset is stunning, so I'm gonna go work on my balcony while we enjoy it. I feel so lucky to live here. It's so crazy. Also, I'm so glad we got this patio chair because we didn't have any seating for out here. And it's actually not as cold as I thought it would be, so that's good. I think I'm calling it in terms of work. Now I think my boyfriend's heading back home and we're gonna go get Korean barbecue. I'm so excited, you guys, you don't even understand. I'm a little terrified of what the line situations look like. If you've experienced the LA Korean barbecue scene, you know that most of the places have insanely long wait times. They don't do reservations. Like sometimes Quarters has like a 2-hour, 3-hour wait line, which is like insane. But the good thing is that there's a bunch of places nearby, so like you can just go to a different restaurant and see which one has the lowest wait time, and it's like pretty easy. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go get changed and get ready and just chill before that.
어디든 갈 걸 수박은 바다 그저 그랬던 풍경들이 이제 보니까 아름다운 느린 걸음걸이 음식은 그냥 주전부리 여유 있으면 더 충분히 행복해 미소가 지어져 오늘은 한편의 동화를 썼음해 풍선을 타고 난 나라